and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Saints. So for the call of this Week 17 matchup, let's send it out to our broadcast team, Brandon Guyton and Chief Davis.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Second down following the run. Here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Chris Harris Jr. is not a name that rolls off the tongue quickly, but it should. He's one of the best cover corners in the league.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got time. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded just inside the 20. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play in a tackle?
Shift together here from the D-line. Play action now. Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Third and long for Winston. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Now a handoff looking right. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Detroit, set, green, 39.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This is taken at the 18. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now a look at the Saints starting defense.
Randy Gregory entered the league with people excited about his pass rushing skills. They continue to stay excited about his potential.
Play fake. Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Nine yards to go. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. Over. Watch him now, Barney. No. Check, Patriot. Watch him now, Barney.
try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that. Fullback try and push the pile. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Again, we'll see the pistol here. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a second down throw for Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back on now, look at 56. Let's go.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
The true, the true,
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. Always got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have taken the lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second down, 9 yards to go. Now Jameis on second down. Incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Still 9 yards to go on third down. Jameis to throw it. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Randy Gregory in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On fourth down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The give to the fullback on the dive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Second down, Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing, Winston. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why
this is caught inside the 15. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Detroit! 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now Winston. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
On the stop, Stephon Anthony with a tackle.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there, 54 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Off offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down. Winston from the gun on third down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
But they went for the could really hurt their momentum.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll look to set up his blockers. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in. Because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done. But to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. They find some open field here. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Fresh set of downs here. And they'll go on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left.
3 down. Hey, check. All right, here we go. 3 down. Mike's 54.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
3rd down and goal from the 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. First down, Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third down, Winston. He's got Evans. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second down, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball. When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Out of the gun now on third down. Finding time. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Back now here live in New Orleans. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
Well, he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And this will be taken at the 13. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Bucs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Winston. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
They come out here in the eye. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. Past the 20. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
Well, this season's going nowhere. No reason not to go for it. And it's a rare success for them as they keep the drive alive.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Let's go now. Blue way. White. Check 15. Check 15. Sonny, check 4. Easy. Let's go.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
This is one of those plays where everything went right except the finish. Got out of trouble, found a receiver downfield, but it fell incomplete.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Here's Winston. Can't find anyone open, and that is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Hey, got tight left.
They come out here in the eye.
Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A near turnover, but the offense recovers it. Now they'll try to regroup on second.
Here we go.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for him.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Now a play fake here on, and Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now they're in the hurry up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
So he runs it for 1 yard, then no gain. I don't know that you go back to that well here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I don't know that you do as well. But if you want to get the ball to him, if you want him to have it, maybe you get him into space and throw it to him.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And some room to maneuver. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Green 39! Green 39! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
And to give this time to the tailback. Down right around the 25.